Tavian, just I know you still had to get 3 outs in the next inning, but did it feel like a little bit of a relief when you got that run in to take the lead in the 8th?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you have a guy like Brady Tiger on the mound, he's pretty much nails in those situations. So once we got those 2 runs in, I think we all knew it was pretty much over.
Your coach talking about the sacrifice flies tonight. Just how big of a impact do you feel like that had on the game?
Big impact. I mean, we've been working our butts off all fall, all spring to capitalize in situations like that, and it feels good to capitalize. So,
from a hitter's perspective, how difficult is it to hit a pitcher that's throwing 70, 72 miles an hour like that?
Very difficult. You have to be very disciplined. I think we did a pretty good job buckling down and staying with the approach, which is staying out the middle and the other way, especially later in the game. But, I mean, it's just as hard as hitting somebody throwing 98 when he's throwing 78. So.
And what was the mood like kind of in the dugout? Y'all got down, I think, 6-1, 7-2. How were y'all feeling in the dugout? Did y'all still have confidence that you would be able to rally like you did?
Yeah, we definitely still had confidence. I don't think there was any doubt in our heads that we weren't going to come back and win. So, yeah.
Tavian, I don't think you guys attempted a stolen base in Arlington, and then I think you had one today, and there's a few attempts there. Is that something that you're looking forward to doing more moving forward? I know obviously you've stolen bases in your career.
Yeah, I like to run a little bit, but it's based on Coach Van Horn and what he thinks. He doesn't like to run ourselves out of innings, and I think we have guys behind me, and it's not just me, but guys in lineup that can swing the bat really well. So it just comes down to situations.
And then you and Stovall, I think both of you started like 3 for 3 getting on base in your first 3 at-bats. Just how big is that setting the table for this offense and setting things up for the middle of the order like that?
Yeah, I think it's big. I think that's one of the big reasons that I'm here, is to set the tone and get on base for the guys behind me. And Stovall, same thing. He's just a really good hitter, great discipline. So, yeah, if we can keep getting on base and having guys like Wegner, Cali, Slavens, guys like that to back us up, we're gonna score a lot of runs.
On your sac fly that took the lead, what were you looking for, and what did you get?
It was 3-1 count, base open. So there was kind of idea in the back of my head that he might spin me something, but I was pretty dead red on the fastball, and I got one right down the middle to hit. So.
I think Coach Van Horn said that probably without the wind may have gone out of the park. Did you feel like you got all of it, or did you think it was going to maybe have a chance?
I hit it pretty well. I knew it wasn't getting out today. Maybe wind blowing out a little bit, it might be off the batter's eye, but I don't know if I have power like that.
I think I've asked you something like this before, but, in your career, I think you had 3 home runs coming into your time with the Razorbacks, and you had the 400-plus foot home run the other day and then should have had one today. What's been the difference, would you say, for you as a hitter that's, maybe taking your game to the next level in that department?
I'd say the weight room for sure, and I'd say Hunter Bell has a big impact on that for sure, just pushing us in the weight room. Yeah, we've been grinding in there all fall and spring, so I'd say the added strength.
I think you guys drew more walks than times you struck out today, and Dave said you were facing what he thought was a pitcher's zone. I guess, what do you make of that?
We just competed pretty well, I'd say. Just buckled down, put the ball in play, competed well. That's what we're looking for as an offense, and we executed that pretty well today.
There were the 3 double plays that ended innings. You got doubled up on the last one. What did you see on that play, and just what were those discouraging at all? Did you feel like maybe they hampered a comeback anyway?
What I saw when I was at second, I thought he jumped a little early, and I thought it was going to get over his head. I think he might have jumped like a 50-inch vertical, but those things are definitely rally killers, but I don't think we ever got super discouraged about them. I think we kept our head up and still had confidence that we were going to come back and win.
This was your first home game. What were your thoughts of playing out there?
It was great. It's a Tuesday at 3 o'clock, and we have way more fans than I would have saw on a Friday night at KU. It's impressive, and I want to thank all the fans for coming out. I'm glad to be here.